Welcome to the Saul's Newsstand News Review for May 3rd, 2019. An op-ed from the 60 Plus Association Chairman Jim Martin and President Saul states, "Changing hearts and minds on nuclear power. Until we're able to fuel America and the rest of the world with cleaner forms of renewable energy, we need the ability to generate the electricity necessary to sustain civilization while curbing carbon emissions. For now, the clamor for less carbon, more renewable fuels, and cleaner energy often ignores one of the cleanest, cheapest, and most abundant supplies of energy on Earth." Nuclear power generates about 20% of the electricity in the United States today, but holds the potential to create much more. Affordable electricity is also a key issue for millions of American seniors who live on fixed incomes and can ill afford higher utility bills. The 98 nuclear plants currently online in the United States contributed more than 73,000 megawatt hours to the nation's grid in January, making it the third most productive energy source behind coal and natural gas. But nuclear power generation has remained virtually flat over the past 18 years. The question is why? Part of the problem is regulatory. There's been a virtual moratorium on new nuclear power plants for some 40 years, with only one plant in Georgia currently under construction. Another drawback is that nuclear power has a perception problem rooted in unfounded fears generated by the 1979 accident at 3 Mile Island. But with more supportive regulatory apparatus and education on the proven safety record of nuclear power, both in America and worldwide, we can begin to usher in a renaissance of clean, affordable nuclear energy. We would encourage you to read the full article by clicking on the link in the description below. Fox Business reports, Warren Buffett's diet still includes 5 cans of Coke, McDonald's, and Dairy Queen. At 88 years old, Warren Buffett's infamous all-junk food diet hasn't slowed him down one bit. The billionaire admitted in an hour-long interview with the Financial Times that he still gulps down 5 cans of Coca-Cola a day, eats McDonald's chicken nuggets at least 3 times a week, and loves Dairy Queen ice cream for dessert. "I'm not bothered by the thought of my death," Buffett told the Financial Times, noting that despite his age and poor eating habits, he still jumps out of bed every morning to go to work and has no plans on retiring anytime soon. Buffett, whose company Berkshire Hathaway owns more than $16 billion worth of Coca-Cola shares, estimates that 1/4 of his daily calories come from his soda addiction. "I'm 1/4 Coca-Cola," Buffett told Fortune magazine in 2015. "If I eat 2,700 calories a day, 1/4 of that is Coca-Cola. I drink at least 5 12-ounce servings. I do it every day." Buffett said he typically has 3 Cokes during the day and 2 at night, and occasionally treats himself to a cherry Coke. As for his favorite snack with a nice cold Coke, Buffett admits he loves to snack on Utz potato sticks. And finally, the Washington Examiner reports, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis defies GOP orthodoxy with drug importation plan. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is challenging traditional Republican doctrine with a plan to import prescription drugs from Canada to lower costs for seniors, the first major legislative initiative of his young tenure. The DeSantis plan calls for the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration to choose Canadian wholesalers and license them to export specific, high-cost drugs approved by the Food and Drug Administration to Florida. The cheaper medications will then be dispensed by local pharmacies to any Floridian with a prescription. The Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America, or PhRMA, says the origins of the drugs cannot be tracked or traced and may not be Canadian at all. Priscilla Vanderveer, the Vice President of Public Affairs for PhRMA, says most drugs from Canada are actually from all over the world and could be collected by a single opportunistic wholesaler who sets up shop in Canada and then slaps a Canadian logo on them and sends them to the United States. And that concludes your Saul's Newsstand News Review for May 3rd, 2019. For more political news faster, visit saulsnews.com.